going, homies? It's your honest homegirl, Hᴇɪ, and this is your intuitive timeless reading. So when you see this reading is for you. Gemini. So what's been going on with you guys? I feel like a lot of you guys may be kind of like, I'm not too sure. You're getting cold feet about something. Some of you, somebody is proposing to you, so be prepared, okay? Like, be ready for that. Or you are proposing to someone, and it's like you're getting nervous. You know how when it's your wedding day. Some of you, it could be your wedding day, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm about to get married. Oh my fucking gosh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, you're having an anxiety attack, like you're overthinking things. And the best advice to give you guys is to breathe, okay? Write out your pros and your cons of your situation. Pray over those pros and cons. Ask God to give you a sign on if you are going in the right path or not, okay? And when you ask for a sign, make sure it's something that you're aware of. So like, for instance, you could say, if I'm going in the right direction, God, ancestors, spirit guides, show me my favorite car in the color purple, okay? Like something like that you would see, that you would notice. And if I'm going in the wrong direction, show me the car that I hate the most in the color red, you know? Like, make sure you're asking for a sign that you will notice and you will see, okay? Some of you may want to use a spirit animal. Like, if I see a butterfly right now in the next 5 minutes, I know I'm going on the right path. If I see a dragonfly in the next 5 minutes, I know I'm going on the wrong path. So do that, okay, to help you. Make sure you write out your pros and your cons of whatever the situation is that you're having wet feet about, you know, you're not too sure and having anxiety about, because I feel like there's like a big decision that you're about to make and you want to make sure you're doing the right thing. So I think that's one of the best ways that you could alleviate the stress and the worry and the fear of making the wrong decision by honestly asking God to give you a sign, and make sure you ask for a sign that you will be aware of. I don't know why I had to repeat that to you several times, but I feel like that is something that you need to hear. For others of you, you may have found your soulmate, okay? Whether this soulmate is in a love relationship, a friendship, a business partnership, I just feel like you are connecting with people that, you know, are allowing you to allow love into your heart, okay? Like, I feel like these people are not only teaching you healthy boundaries, but are respecting your healthy boundaries that you have. I do feel like a lot of you guys are starting to be around people that are part of your soul tribe. Okay, you feel at home with these people. For some of you guys, this could just be you having this energy within yourself, you know, balancing out the masculine and feminine energy within you. Some of you, this is you really, you know, getting to know both the light and dark side of yourselves and embracing both parts and utilizing both when it's necessary. For some of you guys, I feel that you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or someone that has children. Especially if you're a male that dates women, this woman may have at least 3 kids, up to 3 kids. For some of you, you could be dating a male that is very in tune with his emotions, and he's, you know, emotionally intelligent, and he may have up to 3 kids, okay? 2 could be, I'm getting 2, someone may be dating someone, or this could be you, Gemini, where you could have had lost 2 children, had like a miscarriage of some sort, or these could be spirit babies that are not here yet, and you have one already here in the physical, okay, that you've birthed, that you have, you know, they're walking around and stuff, or crawling around, and then you have either 2 waiting for you, or you have 2 that have passed on that are constantly watching over you as well. So if some of you are wondering if, you know, if your babies are okay, they are, all right? And some are waiting to come down, okay? But they're waiting for you to really realize who you are, what your worth is, and making sure you make the right decision before they come into the physical form. For others of you, you need to watch your thoughts, okay? Because your thoughts can become things. You can manifest things that are really weren't meant for you, okay? So make sure What you're thinking about are things that you desire and not things that you don't desire, okay? Some of you guys, you may also want to forgive yourself for the things that you have done, okay? That's been holding you back. You know, you have to really tell yourself, you know, I'm human. I make mistakes. I make wrong choices. You know, I jump to conclusions. You know, we all do that. But the thing is, you have to learn to forgive yourself for doing that, because the thing is, God planned for that to happen. People have to understand everything that has happened in our lives, everything, every mistake we've made, every lesson we've learned, every blessing we've received, God already knew that that was going to happen. The thing is, you have to accept that that's what happened so that you can move forward. For some of you, you may be wanting somebody to pick up the phone when they call you. When you call them, or somebody may want you to pick up the phone when they call you. Some of you guys are doing exercises, whether it's stretching, hot yoga, working out in the sun, or just sun gazing in the sun. For some of you, I do feel like you could be like in a sauna of some sort, or needing or wanting to go in a sauna, or like a jacuzzi so you can sweat. Like, I feel like you sweating is going to be a good thing for you, because it's like you releasing things out of your body, energy out of your body, so that, you know, you can bring in goodness. Okay, you have to sweat out the bad, you know, to bring in the good. You got to inhale the positivity, exhale the negativity, right? A lot of you guys, communication is going to be big at this time for you guys. So you want to stay grounded before you have conversations, before you make decisions, before you say something, before you do something. You want to be grounded, because right now I feel like there's a lot of choices that are coming up, and especially pertaining to relationships with yourself and with other people. Okay. With that said, if you are new to my channel, welcome, healing homies. Thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. Again, I really appreciate it. It helps my channel to grow. If you guys are looking for a personal reading, the information is in the description box below. And if you guys really, you know, you kick it with your homegirl over here, you know, follow me on Instagram at The Honest Homegirl, where I give daily root awakenings, zodiac horoscopes, and I do live collective readings over there for you guys. And what I do with my readings here on YouTube, I do your intuitive message first, then I get into the divine feminine, then the divine masculine aspect of your zodiac sign, because we embody both energies. And then at the very end, I do random messages that include messages from your person. So stay tuned to the end, Gemini, and we could be nosy and find out what your person may want to say to you, okay? So let's see, divine feminine energy for Gemini. Divine Spirit, what's going on? Yeah, see, you guys, you're not too sure right now, okay? You're indecisive, okay? You're trying to, again, weigh out the pros and the cons of a situation before you make this. It's like you're making a final decision on something. Like, it's like once you make this decision, that's it, okay? So I'm going to keep this upright, because, you know, your girl wants to make sure you guys make the decision that you need to make, right? So we're going to have that upright instead of it, because it came out sideways, because you guys right now are really indecisive. But, you know, take some time to breathe. Okay, for some of you, I feel like you don't have enough time, but you need to go out in nature and have that conversation with God before you make that final decision, okay? Ask for that sign, baby. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, see, you guys are thinking the worst when it comes to this decision, okay? Because you're just not too sure if you want to entertain it or not. You know, again, this is the balancing act of the pros and the cons of the situation. Are you doing the right thing? Am I rushing? Should I wait? Again, when it comes to making a decision, you want to make sure you have the truth. Okay, you want to make sure you have all the knowledge that you need to know about this situation. If it pertains to you making a decision with legal matters, if you need to sit there and get a second opinion, get you a second opinion. You want to be fair in the situation as well, okay? And you want to hold yourself accountable, because once you make the decision, you have to hold yourself up to whatever it is that you committed yourself to, okay? Because a lot of you guys, you know, you're not, when it comes to making a decision, some of you, you may not want to deal with the consequences that come along with making that decision. And then for some of you, you may think that the decision that was made upon you, especially if you're dealing with like legal matters, you may feel like that decision that was made wasn't right, okay? But I feel like if a decision was made that you may have not felt like was right, it may be because of the fact that you were not holding yourself accountable for what it is that you did. Okay, it's like if you did something and you got caught, well, hey, that was the consequence of it, That's like drug dealers and police. Like, how you a drug dealer? You know you're doing something that's illegal, and then you get caught and arrested for it and charged for the crime that you committed. Like, how are you mad at the police for doing their job? Like, or you could be telling somebody this, having a conversation with them, like, how are you mad that they decided to do what they did, knowing that you did something you wasn't supposed to do? Okay, and it doesn't have to be as big as that. And then we have a monarch butterfly flying around. Yeah, because that's something that you're going to have to heal within yourself and realize you got to hold yourself accountable. Every day that you breathe and you wake up and you have choices to make, if you chose to do wrong, you chose to break the law, then that's on you. And it's like, how you got the nerve to sit there and be mad that you got caught? It was their job to catch you. Like, that's what they get paid to do. How you mad at them for doing their job? Your job was to not get caught. Like, that was your job, to not get caught. You over here slacking, brother. Okay. I do feel here, Gemini, like, you don't want to make the same mistakes that you made in the past, okay? Especially, you don't want to do things prematurely or do things in an immature way. Like, I do feel for a lot of you, you have to really decide, like, are you going to grow up or not? Are you going to hold yourself accountable or not? Are you going to heal this relationship with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces female or not? Are you going to sit there and work on this relationship with the mother of your children or the father of your children? Are you going to work on the relationship with work on this relationship and heal this relationship between you and your children? Are you going to sit there and remove yourself from things that have hurt, harmed, and injured you so that you can start healing from your past? It's like, are you going to sit there and entertain the energies of changing, accepting the challenges that come with changes? Are you going to entertain one-upping each other? Are you going to entertain, fighting and arguing with a person? Like, some of you, this is you literally fighting with yourself. Okay, it's like your higher self and your lower self are fighting with each other. And it's like, what are you going to do about it? So it's like, with this, it's like, are you going to decide to, hold on, let me see if I can get this where you guys can see this. Are you guys going to decide to keep thinking negatively, keep entertaining negative stuff, things that no longer serve you? Are you going to balance out a situation and heal it because of the arguing and the fighting that's been going on? Because some of you guys have been, arguing and fighting with someone, and it's like you want to just bring peace into the situation. You want to heal the situation. You don't want to one-up each other anymore. I just feel like a lot of you guys, there was a lot of bickering going on, and it has you in your feelings, and then it's like you're not too sure. For some of you here, it's like the immaturity when it comes to your actions, because it's like whatever you're doing, it's based off of your emotions. Like, you're in your feelings and you're doing things to be spiteful. You're doing things like you're making decisions like if you were a teenager, from a teenager's perspective. And that's something that you have to heal, because a lot of you guys, you may have mommy issues, okay? You may have had problems with your mom where your mom wasn't the mom that you needed her to be growing up. And that's why you are dealing with the things that you're dealing with. Some of you, this is a cycle that has repeated itself. where you're dealing with a person that may be younger than you, or if they're older than you, they're just acting really immature, and there's things that they need to heal from their trauma with their mothers. Okay, and the thing is, you attracted this type of person because you have the same type of problems, or you just have mommy issues that you haven't resolved just like they haven't. Okay, some of you, I do feel like you entertained, you know, someone, possibly someone that is a very intuitive person, or someone that's a mom, or you could have dealt with someone that, you know, just out of spite because of the fact that you got in an argument with their partner. It's like you did something petty and, you know, you went out and you did what you did. Okay, I do feel too here, some of you are not deciding to heal something from the past. You're just like, you know what? It is what it is. I'm letting it go. Okay? I refuse to heal something from the past with someone. I'm not going to even entertain it. Okay? For some of you, you may be wanting to just... I'm hearing regret. Some of you may regret healing something from your past with someone too. Okay? Because we got creep TLC here. Yeah, somebody was creeping around. So maybe, you know, you regret taking somebody back after, you know, they creeped on you. Or somebody may regret taking you back because you creeped out on them. But I do feel like overall, when it comes to your emotions, it's like some of you are digressing. Like you're not progressing. You went from being in this healing energy here to going back to being petty for some reason, and I feel like you're taking karma into your own hands. For others of you, your overall energy when it comes to your emotions, deep down inside, your inner child wants harmony. It wants peace. It doesn't want chaos anymore. It's like you want, if you're gonna heal anything, heal the relationship that you have with yourself. Heal that relationship. Okay? If you're going to do anything, heal the relationship within you. Okay? Think about the inner peace that you need for yourself, okay? And for your inner child. The peace and the comfort and the love that you needed as a child, give that to yourself. Don't look for anybody else to give it to you, because when they decide to leave, walk away, not talk to you, at least you still have that for yourself because you gave it to yourself. Don't count on somebody else to do the healing for you. Okay, Gemini? So let's get into the divine masculine aspect of your chart, because I do feel like whoever you're dealing with, you know, you guys both are trauma bonding with each other when it pertains to the love and the care and the nurturing that you needed growing up as a child. Because they may have mommy issues, but you had daddy issues. Or they had daddy issues and you had mommy issues. Or you both had both mommy and daddy issues type of thing. And it's like y'all are projecting that same relationship you had with your parents with each other. So let's see. Some of you guys... Yeah, see, you guys have been hurt. Okay? You've been scorned. You've been through a lot of pain. You've been through a lot of disappointment. And it's like you holding on to those energies, those emotions, have kept you from moving forward in life. It's kept you from being with your divine partner. It's kept you from being the man that you need to be. It's kept you from, you know, providing for yourself. It's, you know, it's like you're holding on to grudges that you need to let go of, Gemini, because it's only hurting you. It's not hurting anybody else. It's really not. It's like people, whether they hurt you or not, people have moved on with their lives, and you're still dwelling on this, and you're stuck, and you're wondering why you haven't progressed the way that you really need to. Or it's like you take 10 steps forward only to go 5 steps back. And it's like Spirit really wants you to take action towards standing in your power, being your best self. A lot of you guys, you could have been like projecting a lot of the shame, the guilt, the disappointment, the frustrations out on other people that have been trying to show you love. And it's like, because it's like you're punishing people for your parents' mistakes. You're punishing new people for your past relationships, you know, and they ain't did nothing to you. And then it's like, you want to know why these people have blocked you out of their lives? Because it's like, me personally, I refuse to sit there and be punished for what somebody else did. I'm not getting punished for what your mama didn't do for you. I'm not getting punished for what your daddy didn't do for you. I'm not getting punished, you know, or you could be saying this to somebody too. Like, I'm not sitting here getting punished for what your parents ain't do for you. I'm not sitting here, you know, dealing with this nonsense because your ex treated you wrong or did you dirty and you could never get over your heart being broken. Like, people get their hearts broken all the time. The thing is, it was a lesson that you needed to learn with that person. People have to understand, people are not, you don't possess nobody. You don't own nothing in this world. You don't own people in this world. And the minute we allow ourselves to detach from ownership of things, even feelings, because we could learn this from children. If you look at a kid is not holding grudges. A kid is not going to sit there and be mad at you for like the rest of their lives. They're not going to hold on to emotions. They're going to sit there. They're going to feel angry for that moment. They're going to accept it. And then they're going to move on 10 minutes later and start being happy again. Why? Because that is the choice that those kids decided to make. And then we as adults teach them to stay mad, because you'll stay mad at a child talking about, oh no, remember what you did 20 minutes ago? And the child is looking at you like, really? Really? You still holding on to that? And it's like, that's what you're doing. And it's like, you have like a chopping block. You have your swords out and you're not allowing love in. But I feel like you really want love, but you can't get love if you fear love. Some of you guys was dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius female that you may feel have hurt you in some way when it came to your emotions, okay? And you may have blocked this person, and you move forward with another situation, and that situation failed and came to an end. And you're realizing that that was your karma. Or you're realizing now that that was that's something toxic that you do. You sit there when a conflict arises, instead of you dealing with it and speaking about it and speaking your truth, you keep running into dead-end situations. You know, some of you thought you were doing the right thing. And the thing is, you did do the right thing. If somebody did hurt you, you walked away from the situation. But guess what? Because you didn't heal from the situation, you sat there and stepped into the same situation. And for some of you, you're realizing that you were the toxic one. You were the one that sat there and caused these disappointments and things of that nature, because you have been egotistical, okay? Some of you just think that you are God's gift to women, or you're God's gift to men. And the thing is, you ain't no gift to nobody but to yourself. And if you haven't worked on being the best version of yourself, how can you give anything to anybody else? For others of you, it's like you've stepped into your power because of this pain, because of the disappointment. You said, you know what? I'm tired of feeling this way. I'm tired of holding on to this. So I'm going to love me. I'm going to do what I need to do for me. I'm going to make sure I have all my ducks in a row for me. Because why? When I feel good about me, I'm balanced. When I feel good about me, things go my way. When I feel good about me, I don't have to go to toxic, low vibrational interactions with people or drugs and things like that. Why? Because that's the last thing I'm thinking about when I'm feeling good about me. For some of you, you finally learned to sit there, and when people come to you, you're meeting them at the door. You ain't letting people just walk in the door anymore and you're sitting on the couch. No, you're at the door meeting these people, and you're like, you know what? Let me check you before you come inside. These are my healthy boundaries. Can you accept them? And if you can, okay, you can come through. But if you sit there and decide to sit there and step back and want to disrespect my healthy boundaries in any way, shape, or form, you got to go too. It's like you're accepting certain people in. It's like they have, some people are getting access denied and some people are getting access in. It's like the club with the VIP section. Everybody can't get in the VIP. A lot of you guys, you're like, you know what? I'm tired of, just being this scorned woman, this hurt woman or this hurt man, and having all this anger, and I'm leaving it all behind because I need to focus on a solid foundation for myself. I have to build some type of stability and security for myself. I have to utilize the wisdom that I've obtained to sit there and know how to balance out, my highs and my lows. Because a lot of you guys, the reason why your foundations weren't as solid as they needed to be is because you were entertaining everything in the devil's playground. Let's just be honest. Because you were in your feelings, you created instability in your world, and you decided to sit there and be in the underworld and play in the devil's playground. But guess what? That's okay too, because the thing is, you had to learn something about yourself there. Okay? For others of you, you're realizing you need to put something to an end with a Libra. Okay? Because it's just not healthy for you. For others of you, you have blocked certain energies and you're moving on towards working on yourself or working on something with another person, but you have to be mindful that there needs to be a solid foundation. There may be a false foundation with a situation, and that needs to be fixed. So we will put this upright so that you can have that balance and that stability and that security, okay? But it's time for you to stand in your power, Gemini, and really sit there and hold yourself accountable for every decision that you make, whether it's a good or a bad one, okay? So let's get your random messages from your person. Let's see what they would like to say to you, Gemini. What would your person like to say to you? Whoever's on your mind at this time. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, it says, I better not catch you with anyone. Okay, so you got somebody that ain't playing with you. Someone may be a down bitch. They said that they down, okay? This person may like to wear expensive shoes, or, you may want to invest in expensive shoes, or this person may want to buy you some expensive shoes. And it says, small time dudes, I have bigger dreams. So this person is like, you know what? I don't have time for the small talk. I don't have time for people that don't have bigger dreams for themselves than to stay where they are, So that's what that is, okay? Let's get some oracle message for you, Gemini. So we have morning affirmations, ready, set, go. So you guys, when it comes to your morning rituals, wake up with intention, okay? Wake up and start your day with your morning affirmations, telling yourself how great you are, telling yourself the best qualities that you have within yourself, but also accepting your flaws, knowing what they are, and continuously working on them. I was the type of person where I always focused on people's strengths, because once you focus on their strengths, their weaknesses become their strengths automatically too. Okay, a lot of you guys, it's just time for you to really do what your heart desires. What do you want to experience right now? Okay, and go after it. And if you guys think you're not being helped at this time, you are being guided. You just need to be aware, okay, of spirit. Some of you guys need to go and do something different, okay? You may want to change how you work out, change how you eat, change how the amount of intake of things that you're putting in your body. There needs to be a balance. Some of you guys need to just go out and do something different for once and stop doing the same things over and over again, making the same choices. Some of you need to go outside of your normal standards of who you usually pick. Like if you usually pick certain people to date and be with, you may want to sit there and change that now, because it's going to change you in a good way, okay? Some of you need to focus on your health a lot more, okay? And I feel like just going out, doing different things, trying different things, healthy things, okay? Not things that are low vibrational, high vibrational things. Even if it's you randomly going hiking, or randomly going to a spa, or randomly trying this new class out, or whatever it is, I feel like it'll be good for your health, okay? Manifest what it is that you want, guys, not what you don't want. Sorry, my hands is all up in the camera like that. But let's get some homegirl advice for Gemini. We have young adulthood trauma. So whatever you went through as a young adult, those things are spinning the block so you can respond differently, because it's the same energy, just different faces, and you need to respond differently to these traumas. Okay, see it from a different perspective. We have will it matter in 3 years and spirit animals. Be mindful of the spirit animals that come around. I already told you a monarch butterfly came around. So you need to write down your own definition of what that means to you when you see butterflies, when you see squirrels, when you see deer, when you see whatever. Have your own definition of that. So that'll be your connection with spirit. So when it's time for the spirit to talk to you, when you see a deer, you know exactly what that means. You know exactly what that butterfly means. I really don't care to sit there. Like, I tell people to Google the spiritual meaning for you to get an overall energy of what that spirit animal means, but always have your own definition of it, because a lot of you guys are not trusting the process, and I feel like it's because you have a disconnect with spirit, and you need to start talking, having them conversations with God again. Okay, but I love you, Gemini. That was your reading, and I'm out.